Montucky Cold Snacks, light, refreshing, cold beer. Montucky Cold Snacks is formulated to be light and sessionable for après on all your light, sessionable pow days.
It's also great for après on your chunky, choppy ice days, too.
Born in Bozeman with a commitment to donating 8% of net profits back to local nonprofits and markets in which they're sold, they are here for you when you're ready for a snack.
And newsflash, keep your eyes peeled for the new nonprofit that they're launching in support of their 8% pledge in 2023. Don't Be a Jerk, which aims to strengthen communities through contributions benefiting the environment and outdoor world in general at local and global levels.
Yeehaw!
Now get out there and keep snacking.
Hi everyone, I'm Ryan Lund and welcome to another episode of the Supper Club Social, where we review restaurants, movies, and TV shows and talk about home bars, cocktails, and pop culture. Two of the best co-hosts man could ever have are next to me today. Lyle and Roy, welcome.
Hello.
Good to be here.
Yeah, it's nice for you to show up.
Welcome to the St. Patrick's Day episode.
Yes. Good old St. Patty.
Jolly old St. Patrick. Do-ba-do-ba-do.
I'm not familiar with that song.
No? You clearly have never been to Ireland.
I have been to Ireland.
You
And the
kissed the
secret military side of the airport.
you kissed the Blarney Stone.
No, I've only been into the secret military part of the airport.
Oh, and then off to
Yeah.
the desert.
You just stop there before you fly to Iraq.
Gas up, go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gas up, booze up.
Huh?
Last drink you're going to get before you come back.
Can you drink on base?
Not when you're in Iraq or Afghanistan.
Not
But-
technically.
Yeah. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
It was a lot easier in 07 than it was in 9-10
Okay.
because the post office got smart.
Mm.
Oh, they cracked down on it. How did they do that?
I don't know, but they found a way to fuck our day.
Did you guys ever make like Pruno like they do in prison?
No, we had one guy that was going to try to start a still in his comm shack, but he got too scared.
Sure. Because he'd be court-martialed. And like,
Well, I don't know.
Would it
if
be
I
that
do
bad?
I don't know.
I mean, there's no way you could prove it was his.
He was living in it.
I mean,
He was the only one living in
there
there.
when it showed up.
Yeah. But yeah, good old Bloodbath McGrath.
Well, this is our St. Patrick's Day episode.
Yep.
Lyle, you got any St. Patrick in you? You got the look.
My mom's maiden name is McDowell, so I believe that's Scottish.
Scottish.
Scottish. If it's not Scottish, it's crap.
Nice.
That's
What's that from? Is that
So I married an axe
Yeah.
murderer.
Yeah. that's a
Head
good
down.
Look at his head.
Look at the size of it. It's like a Sputnik going over there.
It's got its own weather system.
How about you, Roy? You got any Irish in you?
I've been told,
Or are you just putting the Irish in things these days?
well, a little bit of both. No, but I've been told I'm mostly Irish, Scottish. But I'm about to find out.
Oh, wow.
I did one of the ancestry things.
Oh.
24 and more
No,
one?
ancestry.
You know
Okay.
you're about to get a family member arrested somehow.
No, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Most likely.
That
That's fine
goes
with
to the
me.
database. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see.
Catch him.
I'm never doing it.
I was curious.
Keep my brothers out of jail.
Stay off the grid.
No, anyone in my family that's going to jail, I don't really probably care about them anymore. So
Yeah. Me? Yeah, well, I'm a Norwegian and Irish and kind of that whole Scandinavian deal, if you could tell.
I don't
Yeah.
see it.
No?
I don't see it at all.
No.
Yeah, well,
You definitely don't put off a
I
Viking
denounced my Irish roots at one point in my life.
That
Because
seems
I
like
wanted to be more Norwegian than Irish.
That sounds like a Nordic thing to do.
Now I've come back around and I consider myself like maybe a 30% Irish, 70% Norwegian. This isn't
With the last
funny.
name of Smith, it's really hard to tell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely English, probably for sure. Some of that.
We're all such mutts at this point. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Lyle, what led you to Old Linda's today? Did you hit the hill?
I did hit the hill. I've got a good story.
Yeah.
So last night, we went to Jersey Boys. It was great. It's a musical. I've never seen it before. The music was
Was
spectacular.
it INB?
No, Spokane Civic Theater.
Oh.
Our cousin was in it, and I had agreed a long time ago to go. And then I've been bugging Nicole for the last week and a half. Hey,
Trying to get
why
out.
don't you invite this person? I'll watch Garnet. You know, I'm willing to do that. You know, and
I'll do
she
that
said
for you.
she said no.
Yeah.
So I'm driving home, and this is Friday. When did I leave? 3:30. So driving
morning?
home, afternoon after work.
So wow.
Gotcha.
Driving home, and I just gotten off the phone with her. You know, another joke of like, oh, why don't you take somebody? Call Andrea or
Yeah.
you know, Amy.
We would not be friends.
Yeah. And then my buddy calls from the ski hill. I won't say any names, but his wife,
Yeah, we've been there before.
his wife had like a minor heart issue and was stuck. They had 2 cars at the Chewelah Hospital.
Well,
And he goes, Lyle, I'm going to take my mom, and his mom, so I almost said his name. His mom is 93 years old, so he was going to take his mom from Chewelah to home, and then he goes, can you take me back up
to get the other car.
and take care of my wife?
Right.
Because they were going to do a blood test, and initially it was like 4 or 5 hours, and I'm like, and I'm such a monster. The little boy in me, and they're both my friends. The little boy in me was like, I get to get out of the play.
I thought you were going to say, oh, I guess I actually want to go to the play now. I got to
Yeah.
call Nicole and get out of
No,
that.
I was so like,
Yeah.
yes. And so I call Nicole, and I'm like, trying not to giggle and laugh. So she thought I like made the whole thing up.
Yeah.
And I didn't. And I get there and I can't even look at her without laughing because I was so excited to get out and go into the play. I had to call my friend and him tell her because I was being such a like
Yeah, you've
giggling.
been messing with it the whole
She's
week.
like, when she got off the phone with him, she goes, "What's wrong with you? Why? How can you laugh at that?"
Why are you like the way you are?
Yeah, she's like, "What's wrong with you?" And I go, "I don't know. I couldn't stop laughing because I got out of the play, but then
You couldn't.
things changed and it worked out. I took him up this morning, and I went to the play, and it was great. But yeah,
Good deal.
Yeah.
Good
Yes.
deal. Roy, how about you? Any,
Oh, well, somebody in my house was nursing a little hangover action. So,
oh,
no, I'm a responsible drinker.
oh, you got the machine.
he's 80%
Yeah.
Irish.
I do have the machine that I swear cures all hangovers while you're asleep.
Yeah. It's called an IV that steadily drips in a little alcohol.
No, it's called a sleep apnea machine.
Oh, gotcha.
Just
Blows all that fresh oxygen down into your lungs all night long.
How do you stay off a hangover? You stay ahead of it.
That's right.
Stay
Just keep drinking.
Don't stop.
No, but just sat around the house till about 1, just doing little things, dishes, laundry.
Mm-hmm.
Then had to go to good old Walmart.
Nice.
It's going to be a great night's sleep tonight
Oh.
because we upgraded our pillows for the
Ooh.
bed.
Nice.
What kind of like the foam or?
Oh, these are
Cadillac.
well. I'm a 2-pillow guy, so I get a cheap, crappy pillow for the bottom one because that breaks down pretty quick, and then I go a little fancy on the upper one.
Yeah.
This one's a Serta,
Ooh.
non-compactable, so it won't compress supposedly. And it's like a memory foam in the middle of a down normal pillow.
Oh wow.
Do you know how you
So-
get down off a duck?
Oh.
No, never mind. You know how you get
You
down
set
off
that
an,
up.
you know how you get down off an elephant?
Oh,
You don't. You get down off a duck.
nice.
I'll just cut out the first time
Yeah.
I screwed it up.
But anyways, so I think that's when you know you've hit like peak like dad status. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm excited about going to sleep tonight because I got a brand new pillow.
Right.
It's like when you go to a hotel and you see those huge fluffy pillows just
Yeah.
sitting there perfect. You're like, oh, can't wait for that thing just to like suffocate me when I'm sleeping, you know, just encapsule my whole head.
Just fold in on
Yeah.
both sides.
so
like it.
I'm looking forward to that. So the faster we can wrap this up, the
Yeah.
faster I can test those bad boys out.
There we go. Yeah.
Do you name your pillows?
No.
No. Okay. I don't either.
Yeah, left and right.
Yeah. Yeah. I do have an extra set of those, you know.
How did you get here?
Goodness.
I mean, other than you live here.
I had
I
a
mean-
pretty speedy day today. Like next thing I knew, it was 3:30. It's basically this is the one thing about having kids. It's like you wake up, make breakfast, then you kind of like start casually cleaning the house, and next thing you know, it's like 11:30, and you're like, I gotta feed him again. It's like watering a plant
I know.
on a hot day. So I'm like, all right, feed you again. And it's like, I just did this. I've been only cleaned like one room, So feed him. And I get the kid down to sleep. So the day just kind of went fast with like, Amy was off watching her niece do some basketball stuff at the podium. So I was kind of on my own, and she likes to come home to a clean house, so I was on it. No complaints when she got back. So
Nice.
yeah,
It's always good.
I usually walk around the house with a pointer, and like I hold Jovi so she doesn't destroy everything we do as we do it, and then I just like say I like tap a kid on the shoulder, and then I point at a thing, and then you wait till he leaves and puts it away. So I do cleaning in stages. Pick up and then cleaning. 2 different things.
Very much.
So I'll tap him, he goes, and you have to wait till he gets to his destination, and then you tap the next kid. So you have this constant swap, and no one's
Like
standing
last
around.
man up.
Sure.
Yeah.
You guys
So
do that in gym class.
it works out pretty good, and it's kind of fun once you get him going. But like send one to one room, one to the other.
Yeah.
It's like a
Because you don't want them paired up next to each other, do you? Or is
well,
there
that's
certain
kind of the idea. You
combinations?
want them passing ships in the night.
Yeah.
Passing in the halls, not gathering in rooms.
Yeah.
It's a trick, So other than that, we went to Costco.
That's a ballsy move on a Saturday.
That is.
Costco, the new one is just so weird. It's like packed, but not packed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
I've
just
noticed that as well. Like, you're like, I'm never going to get out of here. Then you get to the registers, and there's like one person in each line.
yeah.
Like, oh, yeah.
And the parking lot's full, but you always kind of find a decent spot.
Yeah.
And it's just
It's
one
like
of those
a
places.
Weird parking lot, other dimension.
Plus, I got like a whole, basically a whole hamburger patty out of the samples.
Nice.
Jovi didn't want hers for
Oh,
some
yeah,
reason.
weird.
Kason didn't want his, so got a cheeseburger, a couple heads of broccoli,
Nice.
and so I came away full, and then I got a piece of pizza.
Yeah, you're really hitting that pizza diet
I'm
pretty
a
hard.
big pizza fan.
Was that like 4 times last week, and now you're going once this week at least?
You know that last week that was kind of like all in one stretch.
Like
It's
a 48-hour period.
It only counts as one.
You ate one whole pizza in 2 days span.
Yeah.
For every meal of the day.
I maturely spread it out over
Yeah,
a couple of meals,
smart.
back to back to back to back. Ouch.
Is it cold pizza? You do cold.
You know how you're talking about getting old and being excited for a
Mr.
pillow?
Pan?
Yeah.
All of a sudden you're just like, oh, I've leaned on my elbow too long and
Yeah.
it hurts really bad.
Yeah. I bought a stadium seat today because I can't. I was using like these foam pads that we use, like camping on the benches at the
Ooh,
campsites.
those are thick
Does it
too.
have
Yeah.
a little handle in it?
It does.
Yeah.
Do you got a long tailbone? Do you feel like that's why I need such a thick pad?
Well, I got something long down there. But no. But just my lower back is just so fucked.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing prolapsed, I hope.
No.
Oh, okay.
So, anyways, but like the cushion's good, but like there's no back support. It's
Yeah.
like this weird air vent thing that it's pushed up against, and the wall's like this far away. So even when you lean back, like you're still like
Oh, yeah.
Hunched in a weird way.
Concaved.
And this one of the other kids on this team's grandpa
Yeah.
been like showing off the stadium seat,
Yeah.
That's an old man. Move.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, Amazon special last week. And so I was like, fuck, I'm gonna get one, and they were on clearance, half off, in the clearance section at Walmart today.
Yeah.
Normally $50, I got it for 25.
Should
It's
have
not
got
bad.
2.
Well, there's only one in the clearance
okay.
section. Else I would have picked up 2.
You should get some LEDs for underneath the armrests, like blinks and
Yeah.
shines. It'd be cool.
Have a little light show. Like, you think yours is good, old man? It's top of the line.
Put a back massager on it.
Oh,
little
that would be nice.
speakers.
I have a little portable back massager
Yeah.
for when my back was really messed up a couple years ago.
Yeah. You tried to lift a pool table from the basement?
I think that's what started it. Yeah, had to show up 3 other men by lifting half of it by myself.
Yeah.
Slate.
Sure did.
Oh yeah,
I wish you would have done a little better than my floor wouldn't have got scratched.
oh yeah. I remember. Hey, we should probably put some towels down.
Oh.
And then Amy's like, "Yeah, put some fucking towels down on my floor." And I'm like, "Yeah, see." And then you're like, "Oh no, we got
I
it."
thought you were going to lift it.
I had to save it for the steps.
I had the Hulk. Anyway, here. So, yeah, that's how I ended up here.
Nice.
Yeah,
Should we move it on to the next segment?
yeah. I think it's a good time for a break.
All right. Let's break it up and we'll come back
Hear from our sponsor.
real quick. Montucky Cold Snacks. Light, refreshing, cold beer. Montucky Cold Snacks is formulated to be light and sessionable for après on all your light, sessionable pow days.
It's also great for après on your chunky, choppy ice days, too.
Born in Bozeman with a commitment to donating 8% of net profits back to local nonprofits and markets in which they're sold, they are here for you when you're ready for a snack.
And newsflash, keep your eyes peeled for the new nonprofit that they're launching in support of their 8% pledge in 2023. Don't Be a Jerk, which aims to strengthen communities through contributions benefiting the environment and outdoor world in general at local and global levels.
Yeehaw!
Now get out there and keep snacking.
You guys ready to rock?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cheers. It's happy hour.
Yeah.
Down the hatch. We got to cheers earlier so we can talk after the music. Oh, man, happy hour. Well, man, you know, St. Patrick's Day.
Yep.
Is it? I think we agree it's the best drinking holiday.
It is.
Let's say in your prime, it's one of the funner drinking
It
holidays.
was a double header for me.
Oh, yeah. Tell us.
Birthday's right the day before St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, wow. That sounds fun.
48-hour benders back in the good old days.
So your birthday, you roll into St. Patrick's Day.
Mm-hmm. And if it was a weekend like this, like we're getting,
Do you ever?
on a Friday?
Oh.
No.
it's my birthday's Thursday, St. Patty's Friday.
Thursday. Oh, so you would have.
So it would have been
4 days.
It would have been a long weekend for me back in my prime.
Do you ever get people going like, "Well, we'll just celebrate it on St. Patrick's Day. Like,
Yeah.
we'll just get one party."
Well, normally we'd start late, and so then you'd roll it into St. Patty's Day morning.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah,
But it'd be like a duel.
yeah.
We're doing St. Patty's and my
It's
birthday.
like if they're the two pictures on the bar. It's like Saint
Yeah.
Patrick and Roy.
hand in hand, chasing the snakes away.
Nice. So, what do you consider the second best drinking holiday?
I'd say probably New Year's Eve.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if I would agree with that.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, 4th of July, maybe?
Ooh, that's a good one. Labor Day.
No.
I mean, I like Labor Day. I think it's a Monday.
How about
it's a
all,
Monday though.
How about all holidays?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I like Thanksgiving's like the family thing.
Yeah.
It's hard to kind of. You're usually not at your house.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun one to drink to dull the pain, but not necessarily to
Yeah,
just
get
celebrate.
Just
Getting
getting
that pickle taste.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't ever buy
Speaking
Wicked
of-
Pickle.
pickle taste. Well, let's try it. Let's try it cold, Roy, before we judge.
Yeah, it's too soon to judge.
I don't think it is.
Let's give our loyal listeners an update, though. We did, Lyle.
The wild card with his awesome liquor choices.
Be careful what you wish for. We shamed this man
For 99 vodka.
for 99 apples and vodka and bananas and peppermints and all kinds of ungodly concoctions. So he showed up
One
with
up
this. Wicked Pickle.
Read it.
Here we go.
It's the spicy pickle.
Pick a peck of pickled Pick a peck of pickled whiskey for a flavor as bold as it is unexpected. A shot of whiskey is nice, but wait until you try it with a little pickle spice. Intense heat with a hint of sour. Try it on the rocks, or as a perfectly pickled shot. Wet your whistle with the Wicked Pickle.
Yeah. It tastes like you take a shot of like watered down dirty pickle water.
So we tried it warm.
That has a bad aftertaste.
Yeah.
That was warm though. I bet we get a totally
Oh,
different flavor
Different
profile.
animal.
Yeah. I don't know.
Guess how much
When
that
you-
cost?
$5.
$14.99.
$17.98
Oh.
plus the liter tax.
Yeah.
Mmm.
I got ripped off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
I got ripped off. We'll
I
never
would-
drink it.
Well, I mean,
Well,
maybe if
you
we
might.
just put some more pickle juice in it, it'd be good.
Yeah.
Or more whiskey.
No.
I don't know about
I think
that.
you gotta.
You wouldn't wanna
You have to
waste
double
it.
down on the pickle.
On the pickle.
All right. Well, my vote for second best drinking holiday,
What was your first though?
St. Patrick's
Oh yeah,
Day.
that's right. Okay.
Stay with it. What?
Tell us a Saint. Oh, am I skipping ahead?
No.
Tell us a St. Patrick Day debacle.
Oh man, I actually have a pretty good one.
Okay.
I might have to think about it to really get it straightened out. But we used to bowl, go bowling a lot. We were bowling in a league, and we were 20, I think, or we were 21.
West
Definitely
Side?
21. Colonial Bowl.
Oh, okay.
You know
So
where the
here.
old GU apartments
Yeah.
were?
That sounds like a bad stool sample clinic.
Yeah. So Colonial Bowl was closing because they were putting in those things, and the people there knew us. Like, we were there every week, kind of rowdy, but not destructive or rude or whatever. So they welcomed us there. Blah 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 blah. Fast forward to like Cosmic Bowling on St. Patrick's Day. It was kind of like our little first thing that we were going to do before the house party launched off. And my friend goes, "Hey, check out that huge Pepsi clock on the back wall over there." And I was like, "Oh yeah, look at that. You think it's like screwed to the wall?" And he's like, "Probably." I'm like, "Yeah, it just sucks. We should ask if we could have it, since they're literally like they were taking stuff out. It was stripped down, but that was kind of like the last thing there." And I was like, "Well, let's just go over and check it."
Why ask?
And so I wonder if it's a long time ago.
Statute of limitations, I'm sure.
I went over there, leaned against the wall, and it was like up here. I like just boop, just barely tapped it, just a little, completely falls, and I caught it. Next thing I know, I'm running out the emergency exit, sprinting. My friend sees me, goes, "Hey guys, we're done bowling."
Wrap it up.
They leave. I'm running. I've got like knee-high, like baseball green socks, like all the flashy things. Like, you go from the dark, and I think it was only like 5 o'clock, so it was still, daylight. I bolt, and I'm running. I'm kind of on the phone, like trying to like hide and not knowing who saw me or whatever. My friend gets pulled over for a DUI as they're like kind of driving around looking for me.
Yeah.
And he like has to get out, do the test and everything, passes it, which I think he was probably, not drunk. So that was good.
That is good.
Proof was in the pudding there.
Yeah.
But I think he just, kids being rowdy, and the cop pulled him over.
Yeah.
So we finally get hooked up. Anyways, so they find me, get in the car with this huge clock, go to my apartment, which is right around the block.
How big is this clock? Let me picture you running with it.
It's big.
So that's
Like-
length?
So
What's length and width? I
Like,
need
it's
both.
30 lanes. We were on lane like 5 or whatever, and it was on the other side of the wall building, and you could see it perfectly. So it's circle, like from my knees to my nose.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you're running.
Huge. And I'm hiding in like under stairs and stuff, and because I'm like just brightly lit, you can't hide anywhere, let alone having this huge clock. Get there, and I end up having this thing forever, until I moved to Seattle, and I took it with me, and I was living with my sister, and I left it at her house for a little bit, and her husband put it out like to pasture for free or something. Got rid of it. Like, why I'd ever bring it to their house when I was like a transient, passing through type of living. I don't know, but that's where it died. More details to that story might pop into my head as we go, but
Okay.
it was just a wild, like, when I heard that he got pulled over and then, didn't get in trouble. And there's another part of this. My friend Eric was the one that made me steal it, basically. And then the guys called me later because they knew us.
Yeah.
So they called me and they're like, "Did you steal it?" And I was like, "No, man, it wasn't me." And I'm like, I knew they needed me to say it to be able to prove it. So I just toed the line. I was like, "No, are you guys tearing that place down anyways? Just curious." "Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are." Like, "Well, yeah, it wasn't me. I don't know. No idea." And then I never bowled there again. Obviously, they tore it down, but a lot of the employees went over to North Bowl.
That was my stomping
And
ground.
I was like, "No, I'm never bowl." I'm like, not being the idiot that gets caught ever. They'll never see me again. They never did.
Nice.
So I kind of quit bowling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta throw in the hat,
My mom
hang up
so
the
proud.
shoes.
Oh, your mom, Marsha's going to love this
Oh,
story.
There used to be a bowling alley out in Airway Heights.
Yeah.
Like, it was in a weird spot. It was like tucked back by like those trailer parks that are like a block off the highway.
Nice.
On
Yeah.
the left if you're going towards the base. And we'd go there, and all of our friends that we'd like go downtown with and stuff, we'd all stole a pair of bowling shoes and like
Just walked out on it. With
yeah,
them.
just walked out with them all.
Yeah.
Just not all at once, but like one trip, someone would take one, and the next one someone else, and we would like wear pajama pants and bowling shoes and like go to the mall and go watch a movie.
Right. Oh man, you know, you just can't do that type of stuff anymore. There's
No,
cameras and
can't.
everything,
Everywhere.
cell phones, and I don't know if it's good or bad. It was fun. Shouldn't steal stuff.
No, you shouldn't, but it's the adrenaline.
But what? Well, they should have it screwed into the wall too.
Yeah, they should have.
I mean, I could
Yeah,
have
that's
fallen.
their
I said
fault.
I almost got killed.
Yeah, that could have been.
I was
you could have
walking past
been
it.
getting money out of that deal.
And yeah, so I was lucky.
You should have
Very
been. I
lucky.
stole it out of fear.
Yeah, I
It hit me
saved
so
you.
hard. I didn't know what to do.
I was concussed.
Yeah.
I thought I was in the bowling alley still. How about you, Lyle? You got any good
I
St.
don't have
Patrick's
any
Day
good ones.
stories?
I was thinking about that. I don't.
No?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it was fun to get dressed up and go out. And,
Yeah.
And I hope my wife doesn't listen to this. The
She
the
won't,
ladies were
guaranteed.
very,
No, she won't.
very willing on St. Patty's Day most nights.
They're in party mode.
Yep.
Having
It
fun.
was a good night.
Yeah.
Yep. Most times, yeah. Read between the lines.
Way to go there. Yeah.
Yeah. Killed it.
Okay. Well, I think we agree that the black and tan is delicious.
Yeah, it's a good St. Patty's Day drink. Maybe overlooked.
I would say so.
Everyone goes for the shitty green beer.
Oh,
You shouldn't do that.
No, why?
Get
I mean,
a
it's
black and
like
tan.
$5 for a pitcher, but
I mean, that's
that's the deal.
yeah.
But still,
It's
it's just Bud Light
food coloring.
with food
Yeah.
coloring. Yeah.
And it does weird things to your body
yeah.
Yeah.
the next day.
I would just say get a
Class
black
it
and
up.
tan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a black and tan.
Your friends will respect you.
Yeah.
The women will love you.
I know. They'll be like, what's that guy
What's
drinking?
that? Oh, how does the two beers separate?
Specific gravity. Let me tell
You
you
can
about
have
it.
your
How does that work?
Goodwill Hunting moment.
Good deal. Well, in every happy hour, we do like to include one good thing to
Yeah.
keep the mood up. Lyle, you got one good thing going on, or to look forward to?
I got to sleep in tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Not hitting the hill. I'm
Nice.
going to sleep in.
Is that because you're over the hill?
Shots fired.
Yeah.
Mister. My good thing is I got a new pillow.
It's going to be amazing. That's
you
not
get-
my good thing, actually.
Did you get
but-
one to go in between your legs?
No,
Your
but I
knees
could use
don't
my
touch?
old one.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, just.
I haven't thrown those
it
away
just
yet. You know, you
cycles
might
down.
have a regrettable purchase. You know, you never know how they're going to be.
Do you do the pillow between your legs?
No, I have.
I've-
When I had my knee surgery, I did.
I did it till I was like last year.
Well,
And I'd hold one between my legs, and then, yeah.
jeez.
No,
No, I never.
no. I only when I had my knee surgery. I did
Yeah.
it
Oh, okay,
just
so
to
they wouldn't-
keep.
Yeah. I could see that being helpful.
Yeah, so my one good thing is I get to sleep in, and that's about, middle age. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah,
Nice.
sounds like a pretty fun Sunday.
Yeah, nice little Sunday.
How about you, Roy? Other than the pillow, come
Short week coming for me.
on. Ooh,
3
yeah.
days of work. That's all I got.
Nice.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Taking the birthday off.
Yep. Paid.
Whoa.
And
Whoa.
hey, it's the
Whoa,
time for
it's
some
time.
medicine.
What the heck is that?
Medicine time.
Never heard that alarm before.
Yeah, so I just have to work 3 days and I get a 4-day weekend.
Nice.
I was planning on starting some backyard renovations, but it keeps fucking snowing.
Oh yeah.
So
I think we're done though.
No.
that's what I thought last time it
No,
snowed.
it's coming.
No,
And then we got more
getting
snow.
into the 50s.
What do you got going?
I won't believe it till I see a green sprout come out of my yard.
What do I got going? Well, Roy, I want to ask, how old are you going to be officially?
36.
No.
No, that
Yeah.
was last year.
You've been 36 for like 6 years.
Yeah. What year were you born?
87.
87. So we're gonna add 3. That's
I'll just do what I
90.
always do when I forget how old I
Oh
am.
yeah. Add 3.
90.
Subtract 3.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
3.
we got a call in.
She's my
She's
calendar.
your North Star.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey,
Hello.
how old am I turning?
Oh my God. 36.
Yeah, 36K. Thank you. Love you.
We're gonna fact check that.
She was
later.
wrong last year too. She's been saying, she just tells you 36 every year.
Yeah,
Honey, you're still 36.
roughly.
You'll be 36 forever.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't know, when you miss like the celebration of your birthday, you just kind of
Yeah,
forget.
I hear you there.
Do you, Ryan? Were you busy fighting for freedom
Well, I mean, I don't.
during multiple birthdays?
That's one way to forget it. You can also just kind of forget how old you are, really.
That's true.
You know,
I think it's more of the TBI situation.
when you've had as many birthdays as
Yeah.
that guy has,
true.
like,
Yeah, you shut him down.
what am I looking forward to? You know, honestly, not snow blowing again.
Yeah.
I'm done. Snowblower's
That's
back
what you
there.
think?
It's undercover.
See, now you
Not doing
you
it.
screwed it
You
all
messed,
up.
yeah, you messed
Just
up.
like
Nah.
last year when you turn your sprinklers off and then it rained like all summer because your sprinkler head broke.
I don't think that's my fault.
Yeah, you said it was on
Really?
this podcast. And now you put your snowblower away before their snow's melted off the
You
ground.
damned yourself.
No.
Now it's going to snow next week. Thanks a lot, man.
Well, get out your shovels.
Thanks a lot. Oh, I haven't put mine away.
I think I've
I might leave them out all summer.
snow blowing route 10 times, which means I've snow blown around 200 houses this year, which I think is a record.
That's a lot of
pretty
blowing.
Yeah,
A lot of blowing.
it's a lot of blowjobs.
Yep.
Best way to get through it is start early and end early.
Faster you can get completion,
Plus
the
we
better
got-
off you are.
A couple of 50-degree days coming up this week, so
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
we're off to the races.
I'll believe it when I see it.
All right, well, should we move on to the next segment, guys?
Yeah, let's take a quick break and keep on moving on.
All right. Montucky Cold Snacks, light, refreshing, cold beer. Montucky Cold Snacks is formulated to be light and sessionable for après on all your light, sessionable pow days.
It's also great for a pre on your chunky, choppy ice days, too.
Born in Bozeman with a commitment to donating 8% of net profits back to local nonprofits and markets in which they're sold, they are here for you when you're ready for a snack.
And newsflash, keep your eyes peeled for the new nonprofit that they're launching in support of their 8% pledge in 2023. Don't Be a Jerk, which aims to strengthen communities through contributions benefiting the environment and outdoor world in general at local and global levels.
Yeehaw!
Now get out there and keep snacking. All right, people, grab your seat. It's time for supper.
It's supper club time.
Getting on my back.
You know what the weirdest thing is when I hear that intro and then I say the words, I'm like, I sound the same.
Yeah.
That's how I sound. It's just weird. All right. Supper club time.
That's right.
We also have a shot of old Jameson.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get that going here. Cheers
The long reach.
to the ones we've lost, to the ones we love, and to the ones we'll meet.
Yeah, I'll cheers to that.
And to Lyle.
Yeah.
That's not quite as good as the pickle whiskey, but
A little pickle aftertaste.
Well, yeah, I wonder why.
Oh, there is a
Someone
little
didn't want
pickle.
to rinse out their shot glass.
Oh boy, it's getting a little frigid out here.
you guys
I
know
know.
why God created whiskey, don't you?
Because he's a genius.
Why Lyle?
So that the Irish wouldn't rule the world.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
Sounds a little stereotypical.
A little racist.
it's a good one. I think I've heard it before.
It's an old one. Yeah.
I do like it though.
Yeah.
I'm not showing it, but
And you can say beer or alcohol. or-
Yeah.
yeah.
Anything.
Yeah. All that.
I'm trying to think of an equivalent joke off of it'd probably be something like, you know, why God invented potatoes? So the Russians would be able to eat and drink.
That's a. I haven't
That
heard
is a
that
good
one.
one.
I just made it up.
Yeah.
I think I've heard a version of it.
Yeah. That makes sense, though.
Sorry. Let's move it on. We already moved it on.
Yeah,
Supper
we did.
Club.
We're talking about potatoes and
Irish
whiskey.
entrees. You guys familiar with Irish food?
corned beef,
Corned beef.
cabbage.
Cabbage. Boom. Boom.
Yep. That's all. Bangers and mash.
Bangers and mash.
No,
Is
that's
that a
English.
British thing?
That's English.
It's British.
Flightless Scottish, dude.
Yeah, probably.
So
Stew.
Yeah.
So
Irish.
corned beef came about because they had rancid meat, and they had to figure out
I love corned beef.
like how to like make it so I can eat it,
Hmm.
like a preserving method.
Yeah.
I mean, so they pickled it.
So they would harvest too much meat to eat.
Well, and
And
no
needed to preserve
refrigeration.
Well, you can't just kill a cow and just take one piece off of it.
Yeah, you got to do the whole
You
thing.
gotta butcher the
Pretty
whole
sure you
thing.
can, according to the menu.
Well, yeah, but then you'd be wasting a lot of meat. So you just gotta take it and you gotta store it in the old
A way to preserve
root
it.
cellars that they used to have.
Yep, way to
Yeah.
preserve it.
I wonder why they
pickled
don't
Dry it out.
smoke it.
Pickle it.
Corned beef, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's, it's probably.
And you could salt it, but that
I've actually heard the corned beef was part of an American kind of
We made it an Irish thing.
evolution. Yeah, but
like we Americanized
My
it.
buddy,
All right, I'm on the Googler.
I was doing some Googling before the show for some
yeah.
topical things.
when we used to have to work St. Patty's Day,
Yeah.
we had like a half kitchen, I guess, just like a stove and a microwave.
Yeah.
And he would sit there, he'd get there to work early, and he would start making corned beef and cabbage. And then by the time it was time for dinner, we'd just pull it out of the oven and just scarf it down.
Nice.
It was pretty tasty.
I like corned beef. I like cabbage. I think
How about the Reuben?
Yeah,
I'm a
go
big
without it.
fan of the Reuben, and I think that's a bastardized American
Yeah.
dish.
I like a Reuben. I go through Reuben phases.
It's with the rye bread, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, marble rye.
Marble rye.
And usually like a Thousand Island.
yeah, and sauerkraut. Yeah, that's where I get away from it.
roast beef. Is it roast
Sauerkraut.
beef?
I think
Corned
so.
beef.
I don't know.
Mr. Phony McPhonerson.
I got the timer. Okay.
Would,
I'm talking about. Is it
Well, you're looking at me.
on the Reuben?
I'm
Is
talking
it?
to
would you like me to read this? This is from Wikipedia, so it's very well sourced. Okay. Corned beef or salt beef in some of the Commonwealth of Nations is salt-cured brisket of beef. The terms come from the treatment of meat with large-grained rock salt
Oh, so
called
good.
corns of salt. Sometimes sugar and spices are added to corned beef recipes. Corned beef is featured as an ingredient in many cuisines.
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? It doesn't. that
Is it
doesn't
on a
tell us-
Reuben? Or is that
It can be pastrami or corned beef.
pastrami? That's the word it's
Yeah.
going for.
I prefer. They're both great.
Yeah.
I'm not a big sauerkraut fan, so that's what gets me off of it.
Hot sandwich too. Are you big hot sandwich fans?
I like
Big. Yeah.
toasted
Yeah.
sandwich. Yeah.
French dip. Yeah.
Yeah, I love French dip.
Yeah.
You know, you want to know.
You guys have good au jus, though.
yeah.
Jus.
Au jus.
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 Well, yeah, 'cause
That's
there's
Irish,
multiple-
I think.
Mm-hmm.
It has to have a good au jus.
Yeah. Lots of
Sauce.
jus. Didier's on on Division.
Did you?
I call it.
They
Diddlers.
have $8
I called it that last time, too, and he gave me shit for it.
$8 French dips on Fridays.
Oh,
Ah.
They're
that would have been nice to
good.
know yesterday.
Would have been nice to know yesterday. Is that an Adam Sandler thing?
Probably.
Good deal. Any other? So when I think Irish food,
Isn't potato?
I think gravy,
Cakes?
potatoes, gravy.
Yeah. I don't know.
How do you get gravy from Irish food?
I don't know.
We'll type
Like
in
the-
the top Irish meals.
Yeah, let's do this show on the fly.
Yeah.
We've been putting
I-
out such polished product lately. We need to trash
So
it
many
down.
good polished turds, and now let's throw out an unpolished one. What's that? Bangers and mash.
Bangers?
I told you, bangers and mash.
So sure, the English influence was huge on them.
Actually, it's
Yeah.
British.
We're basically a world salad pot, you know?
America.
Yeah, no, the world is.
Oh.
America is a microcosm of the world.
Oh,
It
we
is.
forgot about Irish mules.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's
That was
not
one of my
food.
favorite cocktails.
That is a good one.
I've never been. I mean, it's fine. I do.
I like it better than
it.
the Russian.
I like it. If it's made for me, I love it.
Shepherd's pie,
Oh,
Mm,
yeah, should be fine.
yeah.
pulled
one.
pork.
Manitou Tap House. Or, yeah, has a really good shepherd's pie. Or they used to. I
Yeah.
haven't been there for like 3 or 4 years, but
They probably still have it.
probably.
Colcannon.
Polcannon.
Colcannon.
Colcannon.
Creamy mashed potatoes and some green veggie. That looks.
That does look good.
That
looks
looks
like a
glorious.
spinach and maybe a broccoli.
Oh, is that butter? I thought it
That
was.
looks.
egg.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
butter.
Oh, well, yeah, if it was egg, don't even show it to me. Might die.
Oh, here we go. Irish sausages and champ.
What's champ?
Champ.
Oh, champ. I
The
think
name
it's
of
Champ.
the name of the cook's testicles.
That looks like that's about it.
Yep. A lot of starches.
Glad I was proven
Lot of
correct with the
starch.
bangers and mash.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't come up with vodka with all those potatoes.
Yeah,
Well,
that's kind of interesting.
yeah.
They had the whiskey, you know.
Yeah.
Did they? They didn't have the peat. That was the Scots.
They have
That's-
peat.
They have peat.
Scotland and Ireland are like
They're the peat.
barely separate from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one's
A
an
stone's
island,
throw away.
and the other one's a bigger island.
My island.
Yeah.
It's my
I
island.
know from
Braveheart.
Braveheart. Yeah. Yes, Father. I'll tell him. Are you talking to your father, or do you
Scotland
converse
has a
with
lot of
the
islands.
Almighty? Such a good line.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
You know the only difference between Irish whiskey and Scotch is how many times they distill it, really.
Really?
Irish is 3 times, Scotch is typically only twice.
Because the Scots are lazy. Yeah.
They just want to get drunk faster.
Well,
But I believe they both use peat because they're pretty much the exact same region.
Okay. So my St. Patty's Day story is that that was Nicole and I's first date.
Oh,
Yeah.
Look at that.
And I remember
What do you remember from it?
I remember talking to her brother, who I was living with at the time. I go, Jason. I go, Jay.
Don't say his real name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
we have to
we'll call him
Put some
Jay.
weird sound effect in again.
Yeah, we'll say Jay or Jason. Yeah, I mean
Just
that's
to
not
keep
his
it.
name. Yeah,
Yeah, it could be either or.
yeah.
Or it might be James.
Might be Eeyore.
Yeah.
I was
Could
like,
be.
I'm
Maybe
living
it's
with him
Dave.
at the time, and I go, hey, I'm gonna go have a Reuben with your sister tonight. And he looks at me and
Sounds a
goes,
little dirty in that context.
and he goes, Lyle, would that be like me going and have a Reuben with your sister? And I go, no, nothing like that. And he didn't know what to say. He goes, he just turned and walked away. And then he didn't talk to me for like 3 years.
Nice.
Wow, that's a good amount of time.
Yeah. So that's my St. Patty's Day story.
My St. Patty's Day story is my 21st birthday.
Mm.
Went to our friend's house, who you asked me who that was yesterday when we were out to eat.
Was that Fred?
No.
No.
But we were at his house.
Yeah.
And we were having a birthday party / St. Patty's Day party.
Mm-hmm.
And the plan was to make it to midnight.
Yeah.
And then run downtown and hit all the birthday gimmick places, you know?
Yeah.
And we were partying. And at one point, they had a glass and they put a shot of every alcohol they had in the house in it. I
Nice.
said, drink it, birthday cake. I'm like, sure.
Right.
So I chugged it down.
Oh.
Next thing you know, stripped down naked in the bathtub. And I don't remember how many there was, but there was a video at one point of one of my friends talking like the crocodile hunter going, oh, crikey.
Crikey.
Look what we have here. It's a rare breed. And I'm just sitting there just puking.
Right.
Oh.
And just having like some serious flashbacks,
Flashbacks.
and there's people like, "Oh no, it's fine, it's normal. Like, don't worry about it." They're all pretty messed up.
Roy's dad steps in and goes, I told
No.
you to bury that shit.
He wasn't.
Put
they
it
were
down.
You quit
But, yeah.
talking about that.
But yeah, there were some crazy times. But yeah, and so that was a fun St. Patty's Day.
Nice.
And then I spent the whole actual St. Patty's Day in my in-laws' basement, probably trying not to die of alcohol poisoning.
Oh.
And then they took me out to Swinging Doors because there was like the free steak meal.
Yeah.
And I was like trying to be a man. I was like, oh yeah, first beer. Let's get a Black Butte Porter. Oh, it was the hardest beer I've ever had to drink down. Because I was so drunk still and messed up. And just like every sip was just like killing me.
Yeah.
Like probably literally.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. 21 runs are fun. I had a pretty fun one. I lived with a bunch of hippies. Actually, I lived in my Volkswagen bus outside of the hippies. House.
So you were a hippie living outside of a hippie house.
He was so much of a hippie they wouldn't even let him
I
inside
was
the
a
hippie house.
freeloader living next to hippies. No, actually, I paid. Have I told this
You
story?
have,
Yeah.
You paid to like.
I did
use
pay to
Use
go
the
in
shower in the
and
kitchen,
stuff.
right?
They had a teepee in the backyard and stuff.
With
But,
TP in it?
They're all like, old recovering
Like Grateful
alcoholics
Dead
or
people?
active alcoholics. And I'd been training for my 21 run, and I was like drinking a ton for that age. And I like blacked out at some point in the night, and they're just like propping me up. One of them takes me aside and is like, let's put a cheeseburger in them, feed them. So that kept me going. I won't be able to tell a story good enough to really do it, but
Probably don't remember
I
enough
survived.
of it.
I don't at all. There's
Yeah.
pictures though. So my sister shows up, my brother's there, and my sister's taking pictures. And I just remember a series of like kind of 5 snaps, and I'm like walking arm in arm with people. Oh, maybe I'm not walking.
Yeah. Some people were holding you up and moving
And
you.
it's just like snap, 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 and then it's like camera, and I'm like flipping off the camera, and you look at my shirt, it's just like covered of a big old ring of like spilled booze and
Yeah.
stuff. Oh, it's so funny.
Oh, those are good times.
Good times.
Good times, great oldies.
So, well,
Don't miss them.
I'm
No.
missing them a little bit. Not the day after, but the
No.
people.
yeah, I don't know. I don't really miss it too much at all. Really, I don't think I.
Some of them never grow up.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Some of them don't build a bar in their
Yeah,
backyard. Start
They-
a podcast that they drink through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't evolve into drinking at home
Nope.
and recording it.
Yeah.
They're just so stuck in the past.
Yeah.
You know,
The
they don't.
traditional drinking style.
You got to move through your past so you can relive it.
That's right.
On a podcast recorded and sent out to 150 million people. Only
Anyone in the
listen
world
to
can
around
say it.
100.
Yeah.
Different 100 every time, though, I'm sure.
no
Well,
no
Except
family
for,
members.
Except for 4 of the listeners, we
Yeah.
know for sure.
No family members.
well, Roy, what's our time at?
We got about 3:20 left.
Okay. Let's take a break, move it on to the
All right.
next segment.
Let's take a little break and hear from the sponsor of this week's episode.
Montucky Cold Snacks, light, refreshing, cold beer. Montucky Cold Snacks is formulated to be light and sessionable for après on all your light, sessionable pow days.
It's also great for on your chunky, choppy ice days, too.
Born in Bozeman with a commitment to donating 8% of net profits back to local nonprofits and markets in which they are sold, they are here for you when you're ready for a snack.
And newsflash, keep your eyes peeled for the new nonprofit that they're launching in support of their 8% pledge in 2023. Don't Be a Jerk, which aims to strengthen communities through contributions benefiting the environment and outdoor world in general at local and global levels.
Yeehaw!
Now get out there and keep snacking.
Is that show uncapped?
We should recap it.
You're right, we should.
Well, Roy Cephas and Luscious Lal, do you guys want to do a Lucky Irishman?
You're going to do half a shot of that and half a shot of Jameson?
Yeah, that's the portions.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be an ounce and an ounce. Or 2 ounces and 2 ounces.
Let's wash them out with that pickle whiskey.
That's not. Don't need to be mixing cultures here.
Feel free to talk.
Oh, look at that. Look, yeah, that's
It's
bad.
only
Look
half
at,
a shot.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa,
Not a whole
whoa.
shot, half a shot.
I can't see because of the.
Those are full shots of Jameson.
I'm gonna put a splash of cream in
No, it's supposed to be half and half. Everyone take a sip out of your...
What are you
Jameson.
thinking, head?
Maybe you should've-
Heed?
you
No, it's
should've
heed.
stood up. Not the whole shot.
You guys want to clean
Yeah,
up your
pass them
own?
down. Yeah, I don't want you to put your germs in it.
What if we float it with the pickle sauce?
So gross.
Curdled.
Oh, I'm gonna do this quick before I get grossed out. Okay, that's over. That's good. Oh, did
This
you
is
drink
one
your
you're
whole
supposed to
thing?
do over a spoon as well.
Did
Because you
you?
can float it.
Did you drink your whole?
You're supposed to shake it.
Oh, the shot.
The actual cocktail.
No, I thought you did it over a spoon. Because
No.
you can do the same.
No,
I mean,
Floating.
trust me.
Lyle, did you drink all of your Jameson?
No, I drank half of it.
You're getting a lot of cream.
He likes it.
That's what she said.
Wasn't that what he should have said?
Not when you're with Luscious Lyle. Tasty, huh?
Oh.
We should try it with the pickle juice. Pickle whiskey.
Nope.
That is good.
Glad we did this on camera, huh?
Yeah. Well, if we just had actual glasses out, that would've been
Yeah,
better.
we should have actually made the drink.
Yeah.
Recap.
Recapping.
What are we recapping?
We're recapping The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 1 and 2.
That's right.
Let me start.
Yeah, what's your take?
What's your hot take?
You're always comparing stuff to the last season or the last time you watched it. And I wanted to ask you, has it been off air for a year
It feels like it.
or more?
I feel like it was off air since like only Christmas time.
And if you remember right, we left it with Luke Skywalker showing up, right? Big old
It was
reveal
between
at the end of it.
Grogu deciding between
What
Luke
to do.
Skywalker and the Mandalorian. You're thinking season 1.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Season 1 when he comes
He
in.
meets Ahsoka or Ahsoka or Ahsoka
Yeah.
or whatever, however you say
Yep.
it.
Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, there you go. I think I'll probably end up liking the season. I think I'm still recovering from the Boba Fett stuff.
Yeah.
And I really liked Andor, especially from like episode 4 on. And that's just a totally different show. It does a totally different thing. And so I guess I didn't really like it. It didn't grab me like the first Mandalorian and second season did, where I was just like, yeah, I'm ready for the next episode.
The first episode was a little.
So this is a
slow to go.
snoozer.
Yeah.
So I liked it. I liked the second episode a lot more.
Yeah. A little bit more suspense.
Yeah.
Scary in times.
It was a little on the darker side.
And that thing like grabbed him. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, and yeah, reveals if you haven't seen it.
What?
It's been out for a couple weeks now.
Yeah, it's been out.
Even season 2 or
Season
episode.
3. Episode 2. I mean, it came
Episode
out
2
on
was
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay,
So a couple weeks.
I watched it. Yeah, a couple. Maybe
This
a
one-
month.
By the
Come
time
out
this
for
comes
another
out,
week.
it'll be out for a week.
So yeah, I'm kind of like just drawing. I'm the slowest talker, and I'm most boring part of the show. I feel like, but you know, the show just didn't really grab me. Like I love
Yeah.
those when it first came on. I was like everybody, and it was fine. I loved how it was like okay, quest, go do it. End of episode.
Yeah.
And these 2 episodes, it's like getting into the religion part, which
That's what I love. the
really,
most.
I just think it
Yeah.
should be a mystery. It's always been a mystery,
Yeah.
Mandalore, at least to the casual viewer of Star Wars. You know, I don't read the books or anything. So I don't know. I kind of like that I didn't know about
Yeah.
that part.
I don't know. I'm kind of with you. The Boba Fett thing really took the wind out of my sails for all the Star Wars spinoffs. Like I couldn't
Yeah.
get through Andor.
Yeah, that's
I
too
just
bad.
my heart just I'm like ugh.
You really should watch it. That was so good.
I know, but I'm just like
Got better and better.
It was hard for me
It did.
to like turn it on this morning and watch both episodes because I'm like, like I'm just over it. But then the first
Yeah.
episode, I was like, ugh, this is gonna be rough.
Yeah.
But then the second episode, it was a little bit better. But
Right.
same thing. Like I don't really care about the past or how they divided into the 2 fractions or whatever.
Factions.
Yeah, fractions. That's a
It made
fraction.
a fraction.
That's right. They
Factions,
divided them.
1/2 or
Yeah,
Or
whatever.
or however many.
who knows the percentages?
Yeah, but anyway, so that's all right. I do think that those 2 are gonna save the and bring them all back together. The Mandalorian,
The Mandalorians. Yeah.
whatever her name is.
So he's like the William Wallace of the Mandalorians. Do you think? Or,
he's always kind of been
Egg-
an outsider.
or who's the one at the end of Braveheart that united him? Edgar the Bruce or
Bruce.
Oh, Robert the Bruce.
Robert
Yeah,
the Bruce.
The traitor, though.
Yeah,
How
he's
will
not
you
a
to
traitor.
Try. At certain points
What I like,
in the middle.
the first one was like they're setting it up, and it was slow, and
Yeah,
I'm dorky enough.
I don't like how
it.
it started either. Like they're indoctrinating some kid into it, and then all of a sudden he's back after
Oh, yeah.
being banned. Like at the very end of the last episode, it's like
Right.
he's just been hanging out, flying around, waiting.
I was watching or listening to a podcast called The Watch with Chris Ryan and Andy Greenwald. They did like the Game of Thrones and they just have really just natural talkers on it.
They
Really
did
good.
The Wire too. didn't they?
Probably.
Yeah.
And now they do all just a ton of shows. But Andy always comes in with like we're gonna have our ceremony next to the lake with the alligator thing, and all we got is our blasters and our little lassos.
Yeah.
You know, he has those little critiques of the show that are just so funny, and it's so
Like, how come
it's like,
they're like
why are we doing this?
They're supposed to be like the greatest warriors, and like with like 100 of them there, they couldn't take out that thing in
Yeah.
like one quick hit
I know.
at their own little fort.
We didn't get any middle missile launches or
No.
anything.
I know.
They're getting
None of
swatted
that.
out. It just
They're
seemed
getting
pointless.
sloppy.
But I guess it's probably setting up what
Yeah.
happened in this episode. Did it? So did you watch him back to back, Lyle, or did you watch him each week?
No, I did one, and which drives me crazy. That's what Netflix does so well, is they
Dumps
just
it.
dump it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so you can gorge on it. I mean,
Especially 30-minute. I don't know how long the
It was
episodes
like
are.
45 and
45.
34.
Really? Oh, really? The second
Yeah.
one was 34?
I think so, or one or the other.
Mm.
One was
switched because I just watched the second one before I came here. It
Yeah.
was like 45
Yeah.
or 43.
Yeah, I'm used to longer episodes, I guess. And
Yeah.
then you're like satisfied with one episode,
Mhm.
but man, 30 or 45.
you're just starting to get into it, and then like
Yeah, you're
Cut
just
it.
like, okay, this show isn't a whole bunch of crap. I
Yeah.
guess I'll watch it, then it's over.
What gets me is the Grogu. Sometimes I think you can see the hand below him, like he's a puppet. Like Jim Henson's there, like
yeah,
Yeah.
walking him along.
it did feel some of the like prosthetics in this
Yeah.
season
Or CGI.
have been like real like,
Like the big lizard look.
yeah, and even the guys in the cave.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
They look like
uh,
kind of villains from Power Rangers.
yeah,
yeah, they were glowing.
and then like
they
the
have their
little
6 eyes.
dragon thing.
Yeah.
It's like what the hell's that?
Well, and you notice, where did those flashlights come from their helmets?
They've always had them.
They
Have
only
they?
got- but they only got one?
Yeah,
I mean-
one each.
Come on. I mean,
Why couldn't you see like thermal
not
thermal
the Predator,
imaging, or yeah? I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
they're not the Predator was. Who would win in that battle?
I think the Predator.
I think the
Well, no, because they
I'd go
have
with
the
I'd go with Arnie.
Oh, but the
get to the chopper.
get to the chopper.
Builds a bow out of bamboo.
Yeah, and covers himself in mud. Cancels out the heat signal.
That's right.
Oh, what else did I like? The cyborg. Okay, so in episode 2, when he gets captured
Yeah,
and then taken there, and then that thing, a machine comes out of. No, a cyborg comes out of the machine.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because he was.
It's like a mining machine, I think, that he is driving.
Yeah. And it reminded me of Count Dooku from, and I don't know what episode, but
It reminded me of the robot from Lost in Space.
Yeah.
Danger, Will Robinson.
I got that.
Danger.
The new one.
Yeah,
and
the
the
new
old
one.
one actually kind of.
Well, the old one, it was. He was like a weird robot looking thing with like
Yeah.
dryer vent tubes
Yeah.
for his arms.
That's true. Yeah, not the old one. No,
Yeah,
not at all.
The narrow one, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking of when they're in battle mode and not battle mode in the newer season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The remakes, yeah.
But yeah, he had some. Well, I told Roy I thought it had some Phantom Menace vibes, like the way the kind of the cheese factor of the show. Credit to Ozzy on Cheese Factor; he coined that term. It just seemed kind of like cheesy.
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know. So that's
yeah, it's watchable. I mean,
yeah. I think it'll get better as it goes for sure.
Yeah.
Should we,
And another question: do you think Pedro Pascal is actually that actor, or do you think he's just voicing it?
No,
in?
he's the actor.
just the voice?
I think he's the voice.
Yeah. Why
That's
would he be
my
in the
guess.
suit? Why would they pay for him to be in a suit?
Yeah,
Because.
pay him to for his voice.
Last time he was in it, he took his helmet off and got banned from the religion.
No, I think he's in it.
You think he's in it?
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking about it. I was like, why wouldn't? If I was Pedro Pascal, I'd just say, nah, we'll just talk.
Yeah.
We'll just record it.
I mean, I could go either way, but I think he's actually in it.
I mean, it's a genius way to like save money on your show.
Yeah, just get
Just voice act it, and you pop in for one episode.
It's just a stunt double the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you could do it for all of the. You could do it for that girl.
Yeah. Well, not so much that girl because she has her helmet off a lot.
She's hot. Who
True.
is that?
I don't know.
Okay.
don't
Can I
know
say
that.
that on the show?
Not Bruce. Not whatever her name is.
You've
Dallas
said
Howard.
worse.
Oh yeah.
Not Ron Howard's daughter. I know that much.
No.
Oh, yeah, did she direct any of this?
I think she did.
Yes.
because I liked a lot of her episodes
What was
from
it? Dallas.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Bryce Dallas Howard. Yeah.
Yeah,
from The Village. Remember that?
Yeah.
She was
I have a
fantastic in
personal
that.
vendetta against that movie. But
Really?
yeah,
It's one of my favorites.
I lost a pretty important bet in my youth. Trying to discover the ending of that movie.
Really?
Because the first time you watch that movie, it's just like,
I'm really not a big fan of any of M. Night Shyamalan's movies. They're just the way that they kill the villain is just so cheesy.
So,
Like Signs, it was water.
I thought The
Like,
Village
really?
sucked.
Yeah.
Didn't The Village
that
suck?
was beautiful.
They're on like a reenactment like thing outside
Yeah.
of like a major city the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was his
And
show
the beasts
before
are
that
just
one?
other people. Signs.
Signs. No, there's
With
a couple
Mel
other
Gibson and Joaquin
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Signs, and then what's the one with Bruce Willis? I see dead
Oh yeah,
people.
that's the only good one. Is The Sixth Sense.
See my
And then
breath?
at the end, it's
Yeah.
like he was never there.
Yeah, he's dead the
that
whole
was a
time.
good movie.
That was
The
a good
first time you
I don't
watch
think
it,
I
it's
realized-
like holy shit.
Yeah.
What's the one where he was like invincible? Bruce Willis again.
Oh, Unbreakable.
Unbreakable.
Yeah.
And now it's morphed into like a trilogy.
Yeah.
Split, and then I forget what the last one was called. But it had him in it, Mr. Glass, and Split.
Yeah.
Whatever his name, his real thing is, the Beast
The Beast. Yeah.
or whatever.
No idea. No idea. Never seen those
He's got like
ones.
multiple personalities.
But yeah, then The Village came along and it sucked.
Yeah.
No.
And all of his other.
Watch
There's the
it
one
ag-
with Mark
watch it again.
Wahlberg when the people were like falling off the sky. That was one of his movies too. Like they just start floating and like falling off of buildings and shit.
Really?
I can't remember.
I can't remember what it was
He-
called.
He's had a
Af-
lot of flops.
After
Yeah.
The Village, I think I kind of lost him.
I lost it after Signs. It's like really these
Oh, I
aliens
remember
and
the one-
rains and they all die.
Yeah.
It's like come on.
Yeah, but that's kind of like how War of the Worlds ends too.
That's true.
You
I wasn't
know,
really a big fan of
The
that one either.
bacteria gets him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, the
I-
remake
yeah.
of it.
I liked the way the end of Signs came together. It's like, but it is stupid that you kill all of them like that.
Yeah.
Do you remember the part when Joaquin Phoenix is in the closet and he's been, or the like under the stairs? He's
Batter
been
him.
watching the news.
And you got the styrofoam hat or the aluminum
tinfoil
foil.
hat.
Yeah.
It's like it's so they can't read your minds. I thought that I went in for a job interview at Blockbuster, and they're like, "Well, have you seen any movies lately?" And I think he was trying to chat, and I was like, "Oh, I saw Signs, and man, that's the funniest show I've ever seen." Like, I thought it was hilarious. And he goes, "Well, I'm pretty sure that's a horror movie or a scary show." Like, oh, whoops. And there were such funny parts in it, but I know it's
Yeah.
supposed to be suspense or whatever.
But yeah, I'm just not a big fan of those movies. They've all been kind of.
Oh, remember the last Airbender?
Was that him?
That was good.
I liked it.
Yeah.
That's like a
You ever watch
anime
Kids?
thing, right?
No, it's a cartoon, but they did a
Well, it was
movie.
a cartoon first.
But they did a movie.
Yeah, I
that
haven't watched
flopped.
You should watch the cartoon. Oh, Rube's in.
Rubes in.
Well,
You should watch the cartoon. It's got like probably 5 or 6 seasons of it.
Oh wow.
And then the movie doesn't really do it justice. But the movie is decent.
Yeah, I liked it.
On its own.
Well, good.
Well, that about wraps up our
yeah, St. Patty's Day episode.
St. Patrick's Day episode. You know, we've had a couple of interviews over the last couple episodes. We decided to take a little easy on those.
Yeah.
Lyle, speaking of those, you know, you really bared your heart.
Oh,
And I think what you did in that episode will do good for people. I thought it was cool that you were vulnerable and but held it together to a certain extent. So
well, thank you.
just thanks
Yeah.
for doing that and answering those questions.
Didn't see that coming,
Yeah, I thought it
but
was
that's
worthwhile.
fine. That's great.
And Roy, same to you.
Yeah, thank you.
You had some questions asked of you, so thanks for your answers. And I guess I'm going to be on the hot seat.
Probably not next episode.
Probably not in the next episode, but the one after that.
Maybe. We'll
Yeah,
see what happens
something
with
like
what we
that.
got brewing.
Am I going to have to ask myself like, some deep questions?
Yeah, maybe. Well, also, thank you for our sponsor of the last 2 episodes, Montucky Cold Snacks. We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
All the supporters,
Yep.
everyone who watches and listens.
Yeah.
And if you go out this weekend to celebrate St. Patty's Day, please drink responsibly and have a plan to get home safe.
And don't drink green beer.
Don't do that. Get a black and tan.
Shot of Irish whiskey.
Go with God.
Ciao, ciao.
See you later. Have a good weekend.
Bye-bye.